August is big time. It has a pop, it has a bang. It's got some of the most incredible days of our year. And there's also a little bit of a challenge and stifled energy. I can't wait to tell you all about it. My name is Meredith, and I am your evolutionary astrologer. And I want you to kind of buckle up for August because we're dealing with retrogrades, we're dealing with setbacks, we're dealing with justice, and we're dealing with some magic sprinkled on top. So you're going to find it all here with me today, your August transits for all 12 signs. And let's dive in. First, I want to say, I hope you guys are watching my shorts because on my shorts, I do talk about the daily transits quite often. And one of the things I did say was I said we were going to receive some pretty difficult news out there in the world underneath the full moon in Aquarius on August 1st and 2nd, even. And I've kind of thought it was very interesting that Donald Trump received his third indictment here in the United States on that day. I didn't know it was going to happen that day, but I knew that we were going to step into something that was going to be pretty difficult. So that's interesting. I'm wondering how the first and second showed up for you. We're going to have two full moons this month. And I think that August 1st full moon was so gorgeous. I made my husband help me hunt for it. I could barely see it because it was so low to the ground and it was a super full moon. So I think this is about really stepping into what you love and getting rid of the things in your life that just don't operate at a larger level. And, but I do want to know, how did this how did this full moon affect you? For me, it was pretty emotional. I will tell you, it was pretty emotional. And it affected my relationships. So let's talk about Saturn in Pisces opposing Mercury in Virgo. And this is going to happen for the first 10 days of August. And I'll tell you, when Saturn is opposing Mercury, you are being challenged. You're being challenged around using your voice, having your voice taken away, eliminated, oppressed, repressed. You might be the person who is too bossy. Now, if you've got major planets on Saturn or in Pisces or in Virgo, well, that part of you is being activated. But I'm telling you, between the 1st and the 10th, if you feel irritated with others or the way that they're communicating with you, or if you're the irritant, this is kind of supposed to happen this way. I'll tell you that you might also feel kind of stuck. And this is especially for Pisces and Virgos and Sagittariuses and Geminis. You will especially feel this. You might feel stuck. You might feel stifled. You might feel held back. You might feel like you're even stuck in your own limited perception or perspective, or the limitations that you put on yourself. You might feel like you're leaning more into no, that can't be done, rather than yes, it can be done. You might not be as flexible, nimble, and as adaptable mentally as you usually are. And you might not understand why that is so. You might struggle with being able to really change your mind. And like I said, stay nimble inside of your opportunities. You might also feel like you're held hostage in your stupid situation. You might feel like, you just, no matter how hard you try, no matter how many doors you knock on, you can't get things to change. That's because that Saturn is kind of pinning you down. It's got your back pinned to the mat. You know, if you're a wrestler, you're sort of pinned to the mat, and you might feel a little bit, like I said, held hostage, handcuffed, or like your energy is thwarted. Now, it's not necessarily true. What I want to tell you, how you work with this energy, is stamina and determination. Stay determined. Do not give up. Just know that that is the illusion of the energy, but you actually can break through with fortitude, with due diligence, with reading the fine print, and with sticking to the routine. You might just have to press a little harder or work a little bit harder right now. but it can feel like you're in a pressure cooker. You can feel like it's really hard to move this boulder forward, but I know you can do it. Just remember, it is just having a change in your perspective. Now, I want you to make a special note, and that is that Mercury is going to retrograde on the 23rd of August. So you have between now and the 23rd of August. So push through that Saturn fight, if you will, to sort of put your plans into place to stay in action with your life. Because Mercury is going to go retrograde on the 23rd. Now, forgive me because this video doesn't have an editor. So this is just like free for all, bloopers and all, Meredith bloopers. So give me just a little bit of grace. So I want to tell you that on July 30th through August 26th, basically the whole month of August, that Mars is conjunct Mercury in Virgo. And I want to share the chart with you. Okay, now this is not my gorgeous natal chart, but it is a fun chart that I did for you. And here we go. And you can see it's not exact. It's not exact. But you can see that Mercury right here is conjunct Mars and it's opposing Saturn. So Mercury is really quite blessed. So if you are a Virgo, a Pisces, a Sagittarius, or a Gemini, you are going to struggle the very most with this aspect. This is mostly difficult for you all. And the reason why is because Mercury is having to deal with both Saturn and Mars, and that can be very painful for Mercury. However, what I do like about this is through tenacity and hard work and determination, you can really win with this aspect. It can give you the concentration, Saturn, right? It can give you the concentration to get a lot done and to really up your game and perfect your craft. Mercury loves being in Virgo. It is exalted, it is elated, and it functions and operates really well. So we are kind of lucky that Mercury is in such a great place right now. And this Mercury Mars is going to last for quite a while. So what do I want to tell you right now? If you are a water sign or an earth sign, this is going to be a little bit easier for you unless you are a Pisces. But I want to say that everybody should take this advice. It's just going to be easier if you're water earth, with the exception of Pisces. Even if you are a Virgo, it's a little bit easier for you to do this. And that is to dream, because this is a time when you can actually really go deep inside of you and work with the nuts and bolts of your dreams. And because Mercury is so high functioning here, you can really change your perspective if you work with this energy. It's really quite beautiful. So you're going to feel really busy. You're going to feel like things are hard because of that Saturn. You're going to feel challenged in your own life. But if you step into your own internal power and shift your perspective, you can really spin gold with this aspect. You can do something extraordinary and also hard right now. But dream and keep your dream journal. I also want to tell you that between August 1st and August 19th, Mars is trine to Jupiter. And so this is a very, very inspiring aspect. And you can actually figure out new ways to make money. You can figure out basically new ways to make money by changing your beliefs. So believe that you can, believe that you are capable, maybe believe in something new. Okay, so the thing that I want to say here is take a look at this chart. It's kind of fun, isn't it? I had to make it pink for Barbie. Um, but I want to show you how this Mars is in an exact trine to Jupiter. And this is August 2nd, but it goes from it starts on the 1st. So, and it's still there in a wide trine, but it's still in effect on the 19th. And it's still in effect on the 16th. So you've got a lot of time to work with this. But when Mars is in trine to Jupiter, and so if you are an Earth sign, a Capricorn, a Taurus, or even a Virgo, this is just so wonderful for you. But this is also quite exciting if you are a, a water sign too, Cancer, even Pisces and Scorpio. Now, the other signs will benefit from this too, because it will act as a grounding agent for you. But when you've got this Mars, Jupiter, if you will, it's almost like I love seeing Mars and Jupiter together because Jupiter is the belief system. It is the inspiration to actually put your feet on the ground and take initiative or take the action of Mars. So Mars wants to do Jupiter's work. So what do you believe in? And right now, your beliefs could be changing. They could be getting bigger. This Jupiter likes to dream about food, sex, and money, and creating or building a new inspiring enterprise. So this is a time when you really should be working out the Virgo nuts and bolts and details around building your website, building your bricks and mortar. How are you going to grow your coffee for your coffee plantation business, right? What new enterprising thing are you going to do that is going to motivate you, inspire you, and really bring abundance to your life? So this is quite exciting. Now, that is going to that started on August 1st. So you might be feeling that drive or that energy. It's going to go all the way to the 19th. But I want to tell you something exciting. On the 9th of August, you're going to get a boost because that Mercury is also in an exact trine to Jupiter. And so now we have Mercury and Mars in this trine to Jupiter. So earth signs again and water signs are really going to benefit. Even Pisces with this one are really going to benefit from this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous aspect. And we have quite a few things happening on the 9th of August. So I'm really excited to see what the 9th brings you. But, Virgo and Mercury is so good at the details, and Jupiter just dreams big, that I could see you really stepping into, and this is all signs will benefit. It's just those earth signs really get an ease of energy with this. And the water signs get also an ease. But if you're an air sign or a fire sign, this does help you because it will ground you. And it's sort of like your garden is planted and being watered for you. You just might need to be a little bit more mindful and work with the energy in a way that is that you don't squander this opportunity, or that you're not too busy. So don't miss out on these days. This is just so important, this whole video, for you to write these important days down so you can manifest and really conscientiously work with the energy that's out there to make something great with it. I can really see all of you stepping into your bigger role right now on August 9th. And know that it's not always exact on that day. It can be a little bit before and a little bit after because we work with 10-degree orbs. but I can see you stepping into your bigger role around communication right now. There are huge shifts, and you might even feel this can-do attitude, right? Because this is helpful. This is very, very helpful with Saturn's placement. Like Saturn is telling you, no, you can't do it, but you're getting this boost from Jupiter that says, oh yeah, watch me, I'm going to do it. And so I want you to adopt Jupiter's belief system around a can-do attitude, and just let Saturn be the discipline in your chart. So show up to the gym every day if that's your goal. Like let Saturn have Jupiter give you the big inspirational idea, and work with Saturn around building the timeline and sticking to it and not wanting to disappoint yourself, right? Um, it's really tremendously exciting. Now on August 9th, let me show you the chart. You can see right here, August 9th, that we've got Venus squaring Uranus. And so this brings sort of an electricity to Venus. This really is quite exciting for your desires. What do you desire? What new things do you want? And what old things do you want to break free from? This can bring up relationships that you no longer want. This can create new desires inside of you. You can also want to upgrade the current relationship that you're in, but this is usually around stepping outside of the box a little bit, taking a risk inside Venus things. And this can be also massively, massively creative. This is very, very electrifying, let me tell you. This is your normal Venus expression wants to be changed up right now. So are you wanting to cut your hair, do a new style, wear polka dots when you don't usually wear polka dots? Are you looking for a new look, a new love, a new way to make money? I'm telling you, this is when there is this like desire boiling up inside of you or emanating out of you more in an electrical way, that has to do with what brings you great and deep and meaningful pleasure. And then think about what that is. And then I want you to find the guts to do that very thing, right? This is also kind of wild. So where do you want to be unruly, rebellious, or just a little bit more wild, right? Like something kind of radical. There's a huge shift right now happening inside of you around what you value, what pleases you, what creates joy and happiness and beauty. And what are you charmed by? Can I ask you, what are you charmed by? It's like step into that charm, step into that which charms you. You're having a Venus revolution right now. And yes, I said Venus with a V. So that has everything to do with what you desire. What is your pleasure? Ma'am, what is your pleasure? Or it's my pleasure, sir. What is your pleasure? And it's reinventing or being wildly open, wildly, massively open about your expression around your beauty, your style, your fashion, your desires, your everything sweet in your life. And so how do you want to break the chains of bondage around love, around your love life? How do you want to get free, break free, get out of your boring routine, right? How do you want to mix it up and make your Venus, your love come alive again? I'm asking you. This is free love. This is big love. This is electrifying love. What new beautiful things do you truly and deeply desire that you want to make, create, own, or have? Go get those things. Step into the risks that go after that which you wish for, right? And this will stay square all month. It will stay square all month. I do want you to be careful and look for the potholes with Venus in retrograde. And also Mercury is going retrograde. So do be careful. Now you might be thinking about them, chewing on them, like a good dog bone. You might be pontificating. You might be sort of in a mesmerizing dream state around what you want to create. And then I recommend you waiting until Venus and Mercury both go direct, which is September 4th for Venus in retrograde, and Mercury in retrograde is September 14th. So I say launch the new you and all that you desire on September 15th. Yeah, that's my truth. Okay, let's keep going. I should say that if you are a fixed sign, that square to Uranus, Venus, Uranus is a really big deal. So if you are a Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, or a Scorpio, you are going to feel this so loud and so big. Something is being asked of you to be reevaluated in your relationships, in the way in which you make your money, in a new job, in something that either you'll no longer tolerate somebody or something in your life making you feel not worthy, or you will just go out and find a new worth about yourself. Maybe a new activity, a new sport, a new hobby, a new expression, a new way of dressing, a new way of presenting yourself, a new love that makes you feel good about you. All the signs will experience this, but the fixed signs will experience this the very, very most. Okay, this is one of the best days of the month, and I want you guys to know about it. And it is August 12th and 13th, where the sun conjuncts Venus exact. The sun conjuncts Venus exact. This is massive. This is just when it is explosive, when Venus just literally explodes underneath the sun's beams. So this is a big love day, and I want to know, what are you going to create? Now, I hope you guys watched my Venus in retrograde video. And if you didn't, please, please, please go watch my Venus in retrograde video. I'll try to link it down in the notes below, or you can just search for it on my channel, Venus in retrograde, Venus retrograde, because you can do a whole bunch of new things in a relationship that already exists. But I don't really recommend you finding brand new love inside Venus in retrograde. So this is a big love day, and I want to know, what big love are you going to create? This is a big day to massively create something extraordinarily beautiful in your life. And maybe not launch it, because we're working with retrograde here and we're about to go into a Mercury in retrograde. But I want you to create and step into your largest, your deepest, and your most profound passions, your wishes, the things that bring you joy. I really do. I want you to see them. I want you to dream them. I want you to create them. So if you're trying to create a new calling, a new legacy, a new career, a new hobby, this would be a good time to build the website for that. Maybe not launch it, maybe not announce it. This would be a time to design your promotional materials. This is the time for you to do, if you want to write your book, outline your whole book. This is such a huge joy, love, happiness day. Joy, love, happiness day. And if you are a Leo, or whatever planets you have in Leo, you're hitting the friggin' jackpot right now. It might not feel like it, because we've got, this Saturn mess, if you will, but you are. And I do not want anybody in this world to put you down, set you back, or tell you no, you can't do it, or you're not good enough. This is such a massively creative, powerful day. create your own power, and your power can also be extraordinarily creative. So I want you to be inspired. I mean, this day is so big. I'm moved to tears, and I absolutely, like, I have to hold tears back for this day. This is a gorgeous day. And this is a profound day for the whole year. This is one of the most beautiful um aspects with Venus. I know it's in retrograde, so it's going to be internalized. It's going to be deep within you. You might not be showing it to the world yet, but you're creating magic right now. And I kind of want to know, what is the magic that you're creating? What is it? I know I'm creating magic, but what is the magic in your life? And what are you creating? I know it's beautiful. Now you're going to feel that aspect creeping up, and then it hits exact 12th and 13th, and you're still going to feel it for about 10 days earlier and 10 days later. So it is for the month of August, really. Now let's talk about the 16th. Okay. We will really feel on the 16th the Mars and Virgo trining that Uranus. So this is not just dreaming up, right? Dreaming up the idea. This is actually implementing, kind of implementing, using your energy to be individualized, to break free from that which holds us back, to, you know, I don't know. I was going to say to like sail the seas. It's like to really step out into doing something different with yourself and being unafraid and boldly, uniquely you. And I'm going to tell you something kind of funny. On August 16th, the weird can win. The weird can win. Yes, because you've got Mars in Virgo that wants to perfect itself, and you've got it in trine. So you've got it in harmonious aspect to Uranus and Taurus. And so your Uranian energy brings in the weird energy. So the unique, the impossible, the underdog, the aliens, if you will, the weird. The weird can win on this day. The weird part of you can win. The part of you that's like, oh, that's so weird. Well, that part can actually become a very significant piece of your greatness. So embrace the quirky parts of you on this day. It's like also those who will not be stifled can really land on top. And this is also a rebellion. So what do you need to rebel from? What do you need to escape? What do you need to get away from? You know, where in your life are you in Alcatraz? Right? Do you guys all know Alcatraz? Yeah. Where are you jailed and imprisoned in the Tower of London, like Anne Boleyn, right? Getting fed bread and living with the rats. What is that part of your life? And I'm telling you right now on August 16th, get the heck out of there. Yes. And we're going to see some sort of rebellion out there in the world, some sort of, we ain't tolerating this, some sort of rebellious argument or fight. We're going to see a rebellious Uranus war Mars. I think we're already seeing it out there, right? I think we're already seeing that in the Ukraine. I think we're seeing that in American politics. We might see that with China and Taiwan. I don't know. And we might just see that in our own lives in a way. So I also want to invite you to be nice, be careful. Don't be too harsh, right? Don't be too hard on you. Don't be too hard on others, because we can really get out of control with this. This can be it is a trine, so it can produce great results, but it can also be lethal. It can spin out of control and become really, really lethal. So be careful on this day too, right? Don't take anything for granted on this day. Okay, I want to show you this day, August 16th. We were just talking about the trine, Mars and Uranus, but I really do love this day and I think it can be absolutely gorgeous. And that is because we've got the new moon in Leo. Isn't this beautiful? And we have Venus right there. It is in retrograde, but I think this is a magical new moon. And I want you guys to do something great with it. And I have this video, I'll try to link it in the notes if I can remember it, to on how to manifest. I think it's called Do This on Every New Moon. And I teach you literally how to manifest. And also, I highly recommend that you look at my intention jewelry and you buy the intention jewelry piece. The blue one is to create miracles. The green one is to create financial abundance and good luck. The yellow is to create the yellow quartz crystal. Dawn Wonder made all of these, is to create happiness, peace, tranquility, and joy. And wear that necklace. I should be wearing mine now, but I got out of the shower and I forgot to put it on. But anyways, wear that necklace on new moon and full moon days. Wow. I mean, it is very, very powerful and it will help you manifest. But you can also watch my video and work with crystals, and I teach you how to manifest. This is one of the most powerful new moons. I mean, it is so freakishly gorgeous. And even though we've got that Mercury Mars that can bring in kind of harsh words, being kind of too critical, being too strong with our words, being combative with our words, I love this Venus sun placement with this moon. I absolutely love it. Now, this isn't the exact time of the new moon, but this shows you the chart. And I'm going to tell you, if you are a Leo, let me back it up just a little bit. If you are a Leo, okay, hold on. Okay, so here it is right here. And look at how gorgeous it is. This is the exact time, August 16th, 2:37 a.m. in Seattle, but you have to adjust the time for wherever you're at. But I absolutely love this. And I love that Chiron right here and the North Node and even the South Node is in harmony with this. I think there is great karma on this day. I think it is absolutely, absolutely extraordinary. I even love this very wide conjunction. I think this can bring in just moments of genius and giant inspiration. I feel like you can really manifest love, creative power, new financial abundance, new beauty, a new relationship with your children or children. This is a great pregnancy moon, getting pregnant. And this brings in just, you know, the moon is ruled by the sun and Venus is ruled by the sun with this placement. And so it's like the spotlight is on you. It's just incredible, 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 incredible. Again, this is not my gorgeous natal chart. And I do recommend that you go and get my gorgeous natal chart in my shop at soulnavigation.com. You will love it. This is what my gorgeous natal chart looks like a little bit more. It's a little bit closer to this. We changed it a tiny bit, but you can see how easy it is to read everything. It just is so, so easy. So I really recommend that you all get my gorgeous natal chart or get your starter package if you want to get the report that goes with the natal chart. I do have to share something with you. And if you guys are not watching my shorts, you should, because I talk about this in great detail. But the nodes are squaring Pluto, and they are squaring Pluto for the month of August in a big fat way. They're very, very tight. You can see the North Node in Aries and the South Node in Libra squaring Pluto. That is huge. That is no small thing. And that is very karmic for our planet, for government, for anything that holds power in your life. And it is massive. Now it's going to be there all year long, and I'm going to do a whole video on that. But I do want to tell you that we are facing very difficult things right now, and we're being asked to I feel like we are being and I did do for all my members, I did my members only party, and I did do the nodal access, but I'm going to do more videos on it, and I'm going to specifically do Pluto squaring the nodes. And so I think you're really being asked to step into that North Node in Aries, becoming unafraid to go at it alone, leaving behind codependent relationships that take your Pluto power away from you, that challenge you, and step into the fearlessness of your own agenda, learning how to put yourself first and not just live in the accommodation of other people. And so much so where you erode your own dreams. There is going to be subjects of justice, Libra, what is fair and unfair, and there will be big fights, Aries. And so you're going to see a transformation with our government, with our political systems. And if you are a Libra, Aries, Cancer, or Capricorn, this is a massively important year for you. More than a year. This is a massively important next 18 months for you. Now, don't forget to watch my Venus in retrograde video if you haven't already done that. I want to tell you that on August 22nd, Mars is in Virgo and it is opposing Neptune in Pisces. And that can be a time that is, well, there's every aspect has a very evolved side to it and then a self-sabotaging side to it. And that can be very painful. You can truly feel ungrounded. You can feel like your dreams are too big or too impossible to do. You can not know what your dreams are. You can truly feel like checking out. And checking out can mean whatever it means to you. That could be like just pulling the covers up over your head or literally disappearing, and becoming a missing persons case. Amber alert, silver alert. Yeah, it can be when you literally are so overwhelmed, but it can be, you just have to climb the mountain because it's an opposition. It can be a time when you can take action and put your dreams into play. So it can be a massively brilliant time for you to dream up a new life, a whole new activity and energy. And it can be actually a time when you develop a spiritual practice and become a spiritual warrior. Let's talk about August 23rd. This is when the sun ingresses into Virgo. Ingresses means move into. So happy birthday, Virgos. And I should tell you that I really recommend everybody, for your birthday present to yourself for the rest of your life, every single year, get your solar return report. You could get your solar return package where you get your solar return chart and your report so you can know what major themes are happening this year. If you're having a 12th house year, you need to know that. If you're having a 10th house year, oh my God, you need to know that. And if you're having a first house year or a fourth house year, it is so important for you to know. And my solar return report is so gargantuan. It's the largest report that I sell. And it usually lands between 30 and 55 pages. It depends how many aspects are happening in your chart, but it's no small thing. It's a whole novel about your next year. So all my Virgos should be getting your solar return package, the chart and the report, so you can look at them both. And so I want to tell you that on the 23rd, Yippee yahoo, the sun moves into Virgo, but Mercury goes into retrograde. So it's like want want. It's like woo, want want. So we have both Venus and Mercury into retrograde. So listen, please. You're going to experience Venus in retrograde until September 4th. And then you're going to experience Mercury in retrograde until September 14th. So I still think things need to cook in the oven. The turkey is still cooking that. You do not want to eat your turkey before it is completely cooked, right? So I don't recommend that you put those dreams and all that ambition, right, out there in the world to play. I still think they need to brew and be flushed out. You can build your, get your scaffolding out, and I want you to build your temple. I want you to build your cathedral, but we're not going to take the sheet off and voila, present it to the world yet, right? Until probably September 15th, to be honest with you. And I do want you to be careful if you're dating new people. I really recommend, this is just me, I recommend to you, if you really want to give it a true chance, to start dating a brand new person. I think September 15th. Wah, wah. I know. So, you might feel with Mercury in retrograde like little setbacks. And I have a whole video on what Mercury in retrograde and what the heck it is. And so, yes, you can travel and yes, you can do things, but I just want you to get ready for the logistics to be thwarted, late, delayed, set back, just kind of annoyances. Your communication could be off. And so that starts on the 23rd and it goes until September 14th. So let's talk about August 26th and 27th. Okay. It's kind of a big deal. This is when Mars is sitting at the 29th degree. And when it is at the 29th degree, it struggles. And so if you do have anything at the 29th degree of Virgo, this Mars on the 29th degree in Virgo is challenging. It's very difficult. And so I think this is hard for the mutable signs, Sagittarius and Gemini and Pisces. And I want to tell you that this is a go slow day, like really slow it down. And Mars in Virgo is just so highly capable. And it is so wanting to get things done. But I would say, and it's going to sit there on the 29th degree, both August 26th and the 27th. So on the 28th, that's when you can spring back into action, doing the things that you love and want to do. But when Mars is at the 29th degree, we're in crisis. So we might see crisis in the world, something gone kind of wrong on the 26th and 27th. So prepare. But on the 28th, Mars launches into Libra. And this is where we sort of march for fairness. We march for justice. This is when I love Mars in Libra, and I know it's in its fall, but I think these are the diplomats in the world. And I think they carry the torch for fairness and justice. I also think there's a big open mind with this aspect, like an open energy for other people. You will loan your energy out for love and for others. There could also be a revamping, or when Mars is in Virgo, it's fixated on health and wellness. And when it's in Libra, it gets more fixated on beauty and presentation and the arts. So this is the time to embody or embrace the arts in your life, and on August 28th. And do something new and artful. So this is the time to join the symphony, join the ballet, or you take up Zumba or something artful, right? And I want to say that you might feel a little bit more of an ease with your energy after the 26th and 27th. Okay, so August 30th, we have got the full moon. And this full moon is going to be in Pisces, right? And when full moons are in Pisces, I want to tell you this full moon is a little wonky because it's conjunct Saturn, but it's in Pisces. So it's really kind of wonkadoodle. And it I don't know. I just think that it's like giant emotions that are stifled. Hold on one second. I'm going to try to find this for you. Okay, so look at this chart. Here we have this stifled energy, but Pisces is probably I don't know if I should say it is the biggest feeler of the zodiac, but it's definitely up there. It's probably, if I mean, if you have your moon in Pisces, you are such a deeply emotional person. So here we have these giant emotions, but they're bottled up, they're repressed, they're suppressed, they're in a full moon. So this could bring in massive loss. I'm just being honest with you. And I want you to know this. So um, I want you to be careful. I want you to tread lightly. This is a full moon. So we usually are saying goodbye to something. And when it is in Pisces, it is something that we're saying goodbye to in a way that really, really affects us. And it can hurt. It can be uncomfortable. And I kind of want you to prepare for it. I also think that this might be something to lose that you need to lose, that will ultimately benefit you and be good for you. So it could be losing something that is kind of toxic, toxic to your emotional state. And you might want more stability in your life. So we'll talk about this, and follow my shorts on YouTube, because I will be talking about these in my shorts videos as they come up. And I just want to say I absolutely love being here with you. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, would you subscribe? I would be so grateful. It's my goal to get there by December. But in order to do that, I have to get 5 new subscribers a day on top of what I already get. And I would just be so grateful. Also, I want to say, if you really want to learn deep, true, real, raw astrology, come learn with me. You can do it 2 different ways. You can come to Barcelona on October 12th and just go check the notes section below on how to get a ticket. I'm going to be teaching a 3-day transformational astrology workshop and retreat. It is going to be heart expanding, mind exploding. It's going to be incredible. And I hope you will join me. It is going to be so incredible. I still have a few tickets left, not many, but I still have a few left. So grab yours. The second thing you can do is you can go to soulnavigation.com and click on Learn Astrology. I have 2 master classes over there. I'll be adding to them. And you can also become a member, become a super supporter. It puts 10 cents in my day, and you get my exclusive behind the scenes content, which I will be doing more of. And I will be having my next members only party in September. So look for that announcement. Those are all of my announcements. And I just love you and thank you for being here. And my next video is going to be with Connie Joe. If you want a reading from either myself, Stacy, or Connie Joe, you can get one. You can book one through soulnavigation.com. But Connie Joe and I will be doing a deep dive into the meaning of the 10th house. Oh, it's going to be exciting. All right, you guys, take good care. And from my house here in Seattle to wherever you live in the world, I wish you the very, very best. Take good care. Bye.